Welcome back to the Alexandrian Codex. I am Alex. This is gonna be a bad time. Many small ships. Many small ships. Please move in to attack this. The Sword of the Stars. I've never fought the Swarm before, which does not bode well for my chances of fighting the Swarm. Yeah, does not bode well at all. So many tiny mans. Ah, this is annoyingly humbling. What we need are point defense lasers, which I don't really have great ones right now. I also need better defenses for our cruisers, which I had previously mentioned having neglected. We also need lances or heavier weapons to do more significant damage against larger targets. I need better small weapons, and I need better large weapons. Really, I just need better. This is not encouraging. Yeah, they did a great job at just taking out all of my orbital platforms. Well. This is why we have colonies. Ah, that went about as well as I expected it to. Although, seeing as there's some pockmarks on here, at least we didn't go quietly into that good night. Because mostly, oh yeah, they're bombing the planet. Well, so much for having this. Womp. Another 60 seconds of just getting eviscerated. I've completely lost all context for how powerful dreadnoughts are anything else. Oh, you're trying, buddy. You're trying. Those missiles aren't gonna hit. Oh, they will. Okay, not a complete waste, but don't think this one little... This isn't going to be the little satellite that could. Yeah. Oh man, this is going to be a substantial loss of life. No, he's entirely dead. Not that you can hear it over all the but the colony has been destroyed. Our entire Imperial population has been lost. So I at least hurt them as much as I got hurt. But yeah, they were just dealing an obscene amount with locust lasers, and yeah, very hard to defend against if you're not actually defending at all. And I wasn't really. I was more concerned with getting more ships into the fold. Holographic tactics gives me the ability to command more ships. Okay, that's tempting, but before I do any of that, we should... start researching some on that.
All we need, Elder.
Now, I can't build anything here. This is just going to die. I can recolonize it if this ship leaves, and I'm hoping that it does. auto go through that.
Updates.
Meantime,
We have made
colonize that.
Elder. Our colony signs no more.
Oof. Get better and better reflective coating. These are good defenses against lasers.
All we need, Elder.
And if I am going to strike back to take this, I'm going to need that. I'm gonna need that pretty badly.
System updates.
Well, it's moving on.
Something moves in the black, Elder. Something strange.
Hopefully it's not just moving onto this system. If it is,
We begin construction now.
at least I'll have slightly better tech to take it on with. Slightly better tech to take it on with.
System
That
updates.
looks like it's inbound on this system.
Turning into the black. We have made a breakthrough, Elder.
Improved reflective coating is very nice. Polycitic alloys might not be bad, but you know what I really, really want? I want energy weapons that can take out fleet more effectively. Yeah, give me light emitters.
We begin the quest.
Light emitters are quite nice because they arc to nearby ships, damaging them. And that arc can be very helpful. So let's go ahead and get improved reflective coating on our armor
We
Mark
shall
II.
remember this
On the
design
Strike Force
for the
CNC, let's give
future.
it some reflective coating. Doesn't seem like it'll be a big difference, but it will.
The Steel Singers are ready to build.
Yeah, that'll do. This is gonna fucking bankrupt me in no time if we don't stop them on AC 24-747. And we may not. I really just need to build up a lot of cruisers. I would go for dreadnoughts, but I don't think we have those yet. Nothing available on AC 16-247.
System
Ah,
updates.
good, good. What was that?
The project
Asteroid.
is complete,
Always something.
Elder.
So, always something. Alright, well,
From Silence,
hey,
Elder.
give me a
The
colonizer.
Steel Singers are ready to build.
No, for every single one of these that goes quiet, I am colonizing one more. This actually really well captures the feeling of
Will be completed soon.
Warhammer, just the war never ending.
For knowledge.
Like, oh hey, this problem solved, and here's a new problem.
A new sea to explore.
Oh, I had a tiny I had a tiny Imperial population survive or develop on their own. Nice. Nice. I'm gonna go in here and be like, yo, know what you should really have? These medium mounts? Fucking light emitters. Just lots of light emitters. The big guns can still be antimatter cannons, because, you know, there's not much to do about that. But you know what? No. Just
Yes, Elder. Ship design ready
lots
for
of light
construction.
emitting bullshit. I'm not gonna want this most of the time, but for right now, I may.
Yes,
And then we'll have better light emitting turrets to slap on it.
soon.
The jumping effect of these weapons means that they'll hop from one to the next, to the next, to the next, and with a swarm, that seems like the best way to
System updates.
I may be way off base on that, but I
We rise
think
with
that I
Elder.
Let's give this another turn. Really, a lot of it's just the problem of getting enough ships here at one time. I can only build so quickly. I suppose I could over harvest the planet, but nah.
System
I'd rather lose it and retake it later. Okay, that'll do. And I guess this is the fleet I'm gonna have to play around with. It's not gonna be as amazing as I want it to be. Really, it's not gonna be very fantastic at all, but, you know, take what we can get. And yeah, manually controlled, because I don't trust the AI to handle anything, let alone something this important.
More swimmers have come to the fight. Command received.
I hate to just charge into this, but I think that they'll just keep spawning more of these little bastards. I still don't have point defense cannons, which is awful. Yeah, that's still just about as bad. Jesus Christ. This is absurd. I guess I should just let it go and assume that this is going to die, because despite you being outfitted with weapons that should be good against a swarm of things, I'm not seeing you hit anything. I'm seeing some die. Yeah. But I can't help but feel this is just going to keep spawning an infinite number more. So maybe this is the wrong approach. Maybe the right approach is just hitting this.
Survive much longer.
Yeah.
People are being killed. They slay our singers.
Fucking crazy. I mean, it is a dreadnought. And they're supposed to be very difficult to kill, but this is obscene. Great. Now, it's worth mentioning, they seem to do a pretty bad job intercepting missiles being sent at them. We're particularly bad with missile tech, but I don't know, their point defense guns seem to be doing alright. Maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. I should have had it in auto. It would have went just about as poorly. Good God. It's just horseshit amount of small things. Are we gonna hit the planet, or are we just gonna slowly walk around? I really wish there were a fast forward button, or a, like, alright, yep, I lost. I get it. I don't want to wait another minute. So this planet got wiped out, like, immediately. But, oh god, we still have one tiny satellite in orbit. That's apparently enough. This is gonna take a minute. Oh, okay, well, I guess stay out of its way is really the best thing to do. Not invest in defending planets, just invest in recolonizing the planets as soon as it's moved on is the best defense I can have against this thing, i.e. no defense. You can't stop an immovable object, or an unstoppable force, get out of its way. Making me grateful that I've colonized a stupid amount of things just in our immediate bubble. That makes that a lot easier. I don't love that this is hitting, you know, our most industrialized worlds as soon as we found the humans. It's fine. It's fine. It's just horrible. Okay, well, do me a favor. Build me a biome colonizer. Whenever you're ready. I'll build that. Alright, emitters are garbage. That was a mistake. Give me green lasers.
This venture could take us far, Elder.
This is my new colony, or my new capital, huh? I hate it.
Yes, Elder. the vessels will be completed
Go ahead and
soon.
colonize that. Write that exclamation point. This gets an exclamation point. Yep, just locust invasions. Holy! Lives up to their name. Really does. The reason I'm researching cheap-ass lasers is I'm hoping this lets me research point defense technology. I totally forget how you're supposed to do that. Von Neumann probes. We're probably gonna lose that stuff. There we go. Well, there's beams.
We have made a breakthrough, Elder.
Yeah, let's research
This
it.
venture could take us far, Elder. Yes, Elder. We move as you command.
Yeah, that got destroyed. The Von Neumann probes, did I destroy any of them? No, but our cruiser survived. The Von Neumann probes basically take whatever they want, or whatever they came for, and then they leave. Let's...
We begin construction
maybe a bit
now.
more. Not really a lot more, but a tiny bit more. Ah ha ha.
System updates.
Fuck, UV beamers. I can't remember if this gives...
Is completed, Elder.
No, I think I need to go down
Facilities
ballistic technology to get point defense.
to study this
I
problem.
honestly don't remember, and it's driving me crazy that I don't remember how to get something as simple as point defense systems. Point defense systems shoot down small strike craft. They'll shoot down missiles, which is very important because missile barrages can be obscenely overpowered in this game. But nope, just can't remember how to do it.
Something moves in the lack, Elder. Something strange.
There we go.
The project
coming back?
is completed, Elder.
Why am I seeing two of them? No, not two. Did the swarm reproduce here and split? Because if so, I'm impressed and I hate it. Also, good job. If they can double back, this is bullshit. We're about to find out. No, they're both moving away. Okay, you're moving away toward that. You're moving away.
Is completed, Elder.
I had to guess? Yeah, Ross 188. I feel like this is enough time, enough heads up to prepare a half-decent defense? I say half-decent, because that's really all my expectation. Quantum capacitors, beam weapon, rate of fire, and stronger shields. Well, first step is getting shields.
We have been given all we need, Elder.
Let's go for that. These were a fucking horrible mistake because they made no difference at all. No difference at all. Do I want to keep using cruisers or do I want to go for something bigger? Probably cruisers, honestly. The emitters might have made a small difference, but not that I could tell. And the range on antimatter cannons is higher. Really, missiles have the highest range, but I haven't upgraded them at all. So I'm going to switch these all to antimatter cannons. And we'll see how those do. Now we do have laser point defense. Laser point defense is not amazing. Really, I would love phaser point defense, but it looks like we might not be getting that at all in this playthrough. Sometimes you just won't get access to certain technologies, which is part of the charm of the game, having to make do with what you do research. I'm hopeful that the point defense systems will work against the locusts. They seem small enough. It makes sense to me that they would be affected. But I don't know that they'd be affected, so...
We begin construction
How many
now.
turns this is going to take to research? 4. Okay. We'll just pop down another one of those.
We shall leave steel and fire.
So expensive trying to defend, and it's just futile. It's ceaselessly futile endeavor. But if I can stop them in one place, that'll be nice.
System updates.
It makes me very happy to see the infrastructure completing on some of these small worlds, because you're the future, bro.
Yes, Elder.
I need your industrial output and income to help make the game survivable. We're not expanding right now, which is big no-no. We need to be expanding.
System updates.
Rope fleets, Yeah, it's inbound here, even if it doesn't look inbound here. Even if it's not on sensors here, I fucking know it's on its way.
System
Hey!
updates. We would prefer to avoid conflict. We have
Just a
made a
ceasefire. I am
breakthrough.
very into that. Very cool. I would like Dreadnoughts. So I got, okay, Shields Mark 3, here we go. Shields Mark 4 will take another 5 turns. Do I want to do that, or do I just want to get Quantum Capacitor? Nah, just give me better shields. Give me better shields. I'll switch up the designs to have shields.
Quest for knowledge.
Strafe? Nah, shield. give me some reflective coating. Wait, can I get both of these? No, okay, good. I was about to feel very stupid if I hadn't noticed that.
We shall remember this design for the future.
And an excellent shield for you.
Yes, Elder. Ship
Now,
design ready
shields
for construction.
it can be overwhelmed by too much incoming energy. To avoid a back surge to the engines, which would result at the very least in destruction of the engine section, the shield will instead power down until the system is reset. So you can improve your ability to avoid that for a while, but there's only really so much you can do in that regard.
Yes, Elder.
Now it's just
The
money
vessels will
restricting
be
me.
completed soon.
Ah! I'm building what I can, game.
System updates.
Maybe it's not inbound? Nah, I don't trust that. This is just a big distance, and it looked like it was inbound. Which means it probably is, but it's slower than I expect it to be. That or I'm just paranoid building a massive fleet for no reason, which is fine. I'm putting a lot into research. I could dial this back a little bit so we can actually use our savings to build more of a fleet.
System
I'm
updates.
convincing myself to do that, maybe. Yeah. Let's
Something
do that.
moves in the black, Elder. Something strange.
Yep, let's dial this back until I have like that. So I need to be able to afford outfitting a fleet here. A big fleet. After this is done, and it may take too long to finish this, I'd like to research command and control technologies that allows me to
System
outfit more
updates.
ships. Yeah, that might be too little too late. I'm only making 2 a turn. That is not going to be enough.
We begin construction now.
It's better than nothing. But it may actually not be better than nothing. If the last combat was anything of an example of how this is going to go, it might be better just to be focusing on research and building ships at the last second.
Updates. The Steel Singers are ready to build.
Fuck you, Spiky Ball. I had no idea what you were before today. I'd never encountered the Locusts. Not once. How lucky was I? Sweet fucking summer child.
System update.
Yo, you like having a ceasefire?
We have no reason to
Man, really,
spare
I'm
them,
just
Vakuna.
not into that. Yeah, they have antimatter weapons. Why are you still using nuclear fusion? Quite odd. Okay, I mean, you're lost, my man.
We steel and fire, Elder.
Maybe the proper way to respond to the swarm is through a swarm of my own? Maybe. I don't like destroyers very much. I tend to like really heavy fleets. But entirely possible that
Twisted and turned, but finally we have arrived.
I may be wrong about that. So I'm gonna go for holographic tactics. It's gonna be too late to come to effect here, right? Unless I can get this to be done in like one turn. Nah, it's not gonna be enough. I'm hoping in future confrontations it might make an impact, but I know that it won't. Oh, you know the... no, I do have to make a new design.
We shall remember this design for the future.
Well, I'll at least throw in a couple with slightly better shields. Won't matter. It won't matter, but...
Ready to build.
By God, I'm gonna make an effort. Boop, 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 boop. The clans of Fire Lotus seem to have a lot going on, because it always hangs on them for a while. Fuck you. Great, I have destroyers in here. Yeah, those will fare really well.
Increases. Mark this current and move as ordered.
Point defense lasers go? Well, at least I'm seeing them shoot back this time. Is it effective? Not really. Well, you know, more of them survived. I wish the sensors did more breakthrough. That's better than that normally goes. I still wouldn't say it's going well.
Our strength increases. Clear on the move.
Okay, now we're seeing some shields. Will it make a difference? I don't know. I'm happy to have some point defense rather than none, but... Why are you being so uncooperative? I don't know why these are just floating back that way. We're at least hitting it now. But I still think it's insufficient. Well, we're putting up a better defense, even if it's not as good of a defense as I would like. I did unlock a point defense ship type that I could try to implement. Really, using Dreadnoughts seems like it might be the missing piece here. I hate it, but I might have to go with OP big ships. Yeah, this is still going to be a loss, but putting up a better fight than we had previously. colony's already lost. Jesus Christ, yeah, really, I am better off just abandoning the colony and not even trying to save it.
Our ships are bleeding.
We did some damage to this, but really not much, compared to how much damage it apparently can take. So, Dreadnought. Yeah, Dreadnought's really the best way forward. Dreadnought and a much bigger fleet with point defense ships. Probably all point defense ships. Rather than armor class. It's a pity. Armor class tend to have better punching power, but we do not need punching power. We need to be able to hit lots of tiny things all at once.
We must withdraw for the moment.
It might be beneficial for me to improve the defense satellite design a little bit. By improve, I mean the defense satellites currently do not use any sort of point defense at all. So that's something I could look into for the next altercation. No, I wanted to see how well we did. We obviously didn't do that well because we lost, but I wanted to see if at least made a small difference, but that's fine. That's fine. Lucas is just gonna take that.
Updates.
They're absolutely absurd. Oh, this is still building. Huh. Alright, so from here I'm gonna send this colony ship to go recolonize the system after it's gone. Hopefully the Locust will move on somewhere else.
System
The
updates.
fuck out of my space. Fortunately, we are continuing to terraform a lot of worlds. We have plenty of other colonies, but just because you have colonies doesn't mean they have a large civilian population, which is where you get your income and your industry. It's pretty important. Pretty important.
The project
I'm gonna go for
is
Dreadnought construction. It's gonna let us use the largest ships in the game, hopefully to notable effect. They are ridiculously better than cruisers, and I do like fielding fleets of just Dreadnoughts, but I needed to field something pretty quickly. That's okay.
System
Alright, well, they've
updates.
moved on. Resources, 0.
Slashing down now.
Oh wow, yeah, it's reduced the resources of these planets to 0. So not only does it... Ugh. Pretty bad. It's not ideal.
System updates.
Don't you be fucking coming back. You're leaving, right? Please?
Something moves in the Black Elder.
It looks like you are headed...
Strange.
I had to put a line between me and this. You're headed off to... whatever this is? That's okay. Just get the fuck out of here. I have some recovering to be doing. Ooh. Yeah, Locust. Not fun. Not fun.
System updates.
Yeah, there's a lot more I can be colonizing in here if I have the capability to clear it. Well, we're saving up now. Hopefully I'll be able to build a few dreadnoughts, send some dreadnoughts in to clear out these systems, colonize them, and then just move the blob forward. Just move the blob here,
Updates.
all the way over here. But we're going to have a better navy to accomplish anything like that. It's looking a lot less tubular than it was it was earlier.
System update.
How long does this have? 3 more turns? Okay. Yeah, a lot of our worlds just need time to let the civilian population grow. Which is not the most thrilling prospect, but when you are getting repeatedly ransacked by nigh invincible swarms, it does eventually become necessary. I'm gonna go ahead and scuttle all of my non-cruiser fleets, because I mean, they're not expensive to upkeep, right? But they're not helpful either. They're very not helpful. And nickel and diming tends to not really be the best way to set up a consistent policy, or a good, healthy policy, but in this case, I'm okay. Before I do this, let's put laser point defense on you. Missiles are pretty good, and by that I mean I have to use missiles, so let's give you improved coding. Yeah.
For the future.
Hopefully, I'll never need those to be of use, but if I do, I'd rather they actually be of use. Okay. There's that. Delightful. This needs to be scuttled.
We hear and agree. Farewell, faithful vessel.
Oh, right, these are turrets. They're, satellites. Yeah. Tau fleet. What are you? God,
we hear and agree. Farewell, faithful vessel.
Build some actual satellites here. You definitely need satellites. You used to be our homeworld. I suppose you still are the homeworld. Just because you got eviscerated doesn't make you any less of our home. It is kind of painful. Give you antimatter. You know, actually, range is really the most important thing here. So as much as I hate missiles, they are the best thing to use here, as these are not the most mobile platforms, or in any way mobile platforms.
Ship design ready for construction.
Yep, that is good.
Yes, Elder. The vessels will be completed soon.
Alright, now we just gotta go. Now, surprisingly, it looks like the independent colonies here are still, you know, as I say, independent. A credit to them, given that I'm pretty sure I saw the humans bombing them.
System update.
Alright, dreadnoughts. Hell yes. So we have advanced dreadnought engineering. Lets us get some pretty sweet dreadnoughts, but, you know, I'm gonna pass on that. For now. Just for now. What do I want? We could get better missiles, which would be okay. We could get better targeting. We could get combat drones, alloys, some stronger ships. Yeah, I mean, this is cheap and immediate, so let's go for this.
This venture could take us far, Elder.
And I hate to build dreadnoughts that aren't top of the line, but I think I'm gonna build at least one.
System update.
Ah, arcology construction.
Something moves in the black, Elder. Something strange.
This 100 million population increase in planetary limit, 15 increase to population growth. That's pretty good. Before I do that, were you talking about something strange? No. Oh, God damn it. I don't think that's enough time to prepare a noteworthy defense here. I'm gonna design a dreadnought and see if See if I can convince myself otherwise, but I'm pretty sure this is fucked. I'm fairly sure this is going to be a moot point. Do I want wide emitters or do I want point defense guns? I think I want point defense. It looked to me as if the point defense guns were much more effective than the previous guns, but I don't know. I do not know.
Yes, Elder.
How long is it gonna take to go back? 2 turns! Well, yeah, let's just start now. We can get arcologies, true, but instead I'm gonna go for Armada command systems. This will allow us to use dreadnoughts that allow us to field more dreadnoughts.
To study this problem.
I just can't learn my damn lesson. I just absolutely refuse to learn my lesson in this regard. I think more point defense is what I need. So, I'm gonna build a dreadnought just so we can have one and see how it does, but the...
System update.
Man, we're really not gonna have much time to do this. Give me a point defense. With a shield. Thank you. Antimatter improved stutter warp, I think, is the one I want here, rather than flicker warp. Nope, flicker warp's better. Give me this and that, and just all the point defense in the world. If you'd be so kind as to just hook me up with a million small laser point systems, that'd just be grand.
We shall remember this design for the future.
These need polysilicate alloys to give them more
Yes,
HP.
Elder.
You need polysilicate alloys to give you more HP. This and this can get removed, and this needs new polysilicate, so that can
We
get
shall
removed.
remember this design.
Right! So, a strike force CNC, and then a point defense, point defense, point defense, point defense, point... That might be.
Begin construction now.
We'll see what I can pull off by the time it gets here, but not looking like we have much time before DM 44157 also becomes a victim. This entire hour segment has just been like, okay, locusts are showing up, cool. It's time to get completely fucked. Alright, so I'm gonna overharvest the fuck out of this planet, because if this gets here and takes it out, I'm gonna lose these resources anyway, so I might as well pop in something that might make a difference. If that makes sense.
The steel singers are ready to build.
Listen, this research would be great if it would get done in time. It has 3 turns. Yeah, let's rush this research. The cruisers I'm making are nice, but if I could have a dreadnought improve our fleet size, that would be even better. We've had, what, 4? So we might have 4 left? I don't know. I don't have a good ETA on this. Altair, tell you what, peaceful? Because they'll win. Yeah, they attacked us in Altair. That's fair. No! Overharvest. Just go ahead and overharvest both of these. So you split here. God. Yeah, I guess if they get enough resources, they split and just keep going. This is absurd. How long until this is done? 2 turns to complete? I'm basically sacrificing this. If I agree to that. Yeah, why not? Because I don't even know if this is going to end well. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to defend this with a dreadnought, so more money isn't going to do me much good. I was feeling so overpowered by rushing all the late game tech. Okay, well that finished early, thank God.
Vessels coming near, Elder. They are not many. We have made a breakthrough, Elder.
I think integrated sensors will eventually allow me to control everything from the front line, or from the overview map. Okay, we have one turn. One turn, alright? Right, you're too expensive. Nothing. We just gotta hope 2 dreadnoughts, 4-point defense cruisers, and a Strike Force CNC cruiser is gonna be enough. I know it's not going to be enough. I'm not trying to be overly pessimistic about this, or pessimistic at all. I just... those dreadnoughts aren't the best. They're not my best work. And they're nice and all, but pretty sure we're about to see some dreadnoughts burn. Oh, hey. Yeah, no, you're welcome to hang out, my dudes. This is gonna be a bad time. Because the dreadnought's worth, like, I don't know, 4 cruisers? 5 cruisers, depending on the ship design. And I gotta say, the ship design we're using, not that great. Here we go.
Yes, Elder. We close.
Do I close? I suppose we do. Face your heading. I'm seeing a lot more little explosions, which I take to be a good thing. These are point defense. 3 of these are point defense, 1 of this is armor. Yeah. Yeah, I think the fundamental idea of what we're doing is good, but fundamentally, it's not going to be about. Yeah, this dreadnought's about to blow. You can tell by all these tiny little fires on it that things aren't going super well. This is such an expensive loss. Oh, I hate this. I am not loving this. The point defense lasers seem mildly effective. I really wish I had point defense phasers. Those would be doing us just a world of good right now. It won't matter. So maybe I just do what I say I should do and let the next colony burn. Because our attempts to defend are just... they're getting better. Marginally better. But I need time to save up resources in order to build up a substantial defense. And I'm not giving myself time to do that.
On this enemy.
I don't have big enough weapons to really hit this big guy substantially. I have enough point defense lasers to be scaring these back, I guess? I don't know. Seeing lots of little lasers fire off to modest effect. Yeah, the dreadnoughts seem to have at least more staying time in combat than anything else. Can I switch you over to broadside? That should open up more turrets to face them. Am I right about that? Yeah. I don't know what to say about what's happening here. The Dreadnought survived, but the last one got blown up, so I think this is just a quirk of the AI.
System updates.
I do not know. We've won the battle of...
Has gone silent, Elder.
What? What battle was this? Oh, the Marigi. They attacked. That was stupid of them. So, we... lost a fuck ton. Yeah, doing obscene amounts of damage with laser point defense. So this is doing what it's supposed to be doing. We're just not punching as hard as I want to. This is going to be lost, and there's not much I can do about that. Do me a favor. Build me 2 biome colonies.
Begin construction now.
Want this? Move there.
We rise with the tide, Elder.
We just let it go because I can't keep that. I cannot hold on to that. Though I am given hope by the fact that one of the Dreadnoughts, at least, did okay. Yeah, just auto-resolve that.
Updates.
Integrated sensors. Data
We
core.
have made a breakthrough, Elder.
Nah. Yeah, select ships and give orders from the tactical sensor screen. It's so much easier and cleaner than what we've been doing. So, I'm gonna wait another turn. So one of these biome colonizers is going right here. The other one is going here. Because I'm writing this off as lost. This is just going to be lost and there's nothing I can do about it. I'm saving up money so that hopefully AC-7342 can be defended.
Updates.
There's no telling. Add the new fleet. Like you.
We
Right there.
hear your voice coming to New Bay.
Alright, new Dreadnought. I want a Armada command and control ship. This Armada command and control ship will give me the maximum number of ships in the field at once. So we do not have to look at or talk about or think about cruisers
Remember this
ever again.
design for the
Build one of
future.
these and just keep building these.
We begin construction now.
AC-7342 has somewhat arbitrarily been chosen as our capital, but hopefully we can make that decision worthwhile. Yep, that's this. I know better than to try to resist by now.
Colony signs no more.
Yep. Pretty annoying. Pretty annoying, not gonna lie. The locusts are a real fucking bad time. And I'm assuming
Updates.
something in here is supposed to be hit next. The double voice, I think, is less that it's a hive mind and more that just it's a lot of voices talking at once. But they're individuals. Just weird dolphin. Ah! 7 dreadnoughts, 6 cruisers. Man, if I hadn't been getting hit by the locust this entire time, I'd be able to resist that. I'm just gonna say, don't fight it, and the off chance that they decide to not attack, I know that they decided to attack.
Silence, Elder.
Yep, world has gone silent.
Slashing down now.
Ah! Here be humans. Yeah, research over budget, great. Oh, we've gotten kind of a bad hand with all of these locusts running around. I say kind of. We've got a very bad hand with all these locusts running around, mucking shit up for us. This has not been fun.
System update.
Okay.
Something moves in the Black Elder.
I can't tell where this is going. Or maybe down here, maybe over here. I'll be able to tell once more time has passed by, but that's not reassuring, so I'll just tell you to start building some dreadnoughts. You make some dreadnoughts, and you make some dreadnoughts, and we'll just save up some money so I can maybe build some dreadnoughts on top of that. Yeah, our morale is pretty low on all of our planets because we just keep losing colonies.
System
Oh no, this is going a completely different direction.
Something moves in the Black Elder.
I can't tell if that's inbound for you.
The path twisted and turned, but finally we have arrived.
Advanced sensors do nothing for me. Quantum chaff. None of this is what I'm looking for. Translate English, trade Creole. Nah. Salvage technology, arcology, construction. Arcology construction would boost our population and population growth, which is actually pretty nice. I would like that, but on the other hand, if I look at shield magnifiers, boost our shield generators. Quantum capacitors also make our shields better, so I'm just gonna go get things making our shields better? Maybe? We're not using shields on our dreadnoughts, are we? So this is kind of a moot point. Maybe projectors would be kind of overkill. UV beamers, I'm really hoping that... Yeah, I'll do UV beamers in the off chance that I get better phasers. It's not likely, but I want it. I want it. So this is either going right here, in which case this is completely dead, or it's moving on this, which... if it is, it's fine. I'd really like it to not hit one of these planets where I'm building dreadnoughts, because I'd like a chance to get the dreadnoughts out. I think it was a mistake not to play in a two-dimensional map, because the 3D is causing some problems. My poor human brain is having a hard time keeping up with, yes, that's above this, but below this, and a little difficult to track everything.
Yes, Elder. The vessels will be completed soon.
Didn't I have a decent-sized cruiser fleet somewhere? Well, I had one here that obviously didn't fare up too well against that many dreadnoughts.
System update.
I should just scuttle with that.
We hear and agree. Farewell, faithful vessel.
Yeah, there's quite a bit I've forgotten about how to play this game. Now, we're about at the end of an hour here. I've been streaming for like 5.5 at this point. I'm gonna put in a cut here. I'm gonna upload this to YouTube. Depending on the interest, I'm totally open to playing more of this. I think if I do, I'm gonna play in a two-dimensional map. I'm gonna restart and play in a 2D map because the 3D map is just hurting my brain too much and I can't keep track of what's where. And all of these names are really not the most memorable thing either. But yeah, let me know what you've thought so far. I really like this game, so I would not mind playing a lot of it. It might be a bit much to have this and Stellaris running at the same time. It's hard to say exactly. But anyhow, thanks for hanging out. Until tomorrow, make sure to comment, share, like, subscribe, follow, etc., 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 all that nonsense. Till then, toodaloo, take care, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.